Okay, folks, this is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. Tonight we're going to be talking about squirrel hunting and either improvised or low-cost items you can use for going squirrel hunting, whether you're planning on using a rifle, shotgun, or even a bow, or if you really want to go, you can try crossbow or blowgun. Who knows? Unless you're really good at throwing rocks, slingshot type situations. I'm not that kind of person, but figured I'm going to try to attempt to go squirrel hunting this weekend and with my boy Ian, and I had to pick up a something that I saw at the thrift store just for that purpose, just to make sure I'm seeing things clearly. A new set of little binocs, nothing fancy, nothing. You don't need much for what I plan on using them for. Planning on taking my 22 out, doing some quick squirrel hunting before my birthday on Monday. So on Sunday, it's going to be a hunting day for me. So we're going to have to wait and see. One moment, I'll be right back. I got to make coffee. Well, finish up my coffee. The coffee just got done. Okay, we got back, folks. Not getting as much coffee as I normally do. We just got back from being downtown where they were doing the homecoming parade. And they had a bunch of food trucks and parade and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make sure I had my coffee for tonight. I'm not going as much coffee as I did last night. I did a full liter, and I'm not sure if I can handle that much. I had that you have to use the restroom a lot. After that, never got much sleep. So we're hoping that we'll be able to get some squirrels today. I know we got a spot picked out not too far from here. And hopefully I got 3 people in here. I'm not sure who's here, but hi. Just like I said, I just got picked up a simple set of binoculars. My last pair broke, so in the move, or they got left behind. I can't remember. But we're squirrel hunting, just to verify what you see in the trees and stuff like that. Since I can't walk very far, at least not well enough quite yet. Hey, Cooter. Okay, you get your coffee made, sir, and you come right back. I got mine. So we're going to be talking about squirrel hunting today and small game hunting. So we're going to be seeing what we can come up with the small game side. And I know that on Jason's channel last night, they were talking about a lot of trapping and stuff like that. I am not a trapper. I used to have a live trap. I don't have one now. I had to leave that behind, I believe. Or it was in my storage. It was in my trailer. I'm not sure which. It was in my trailer, then I lost it. So, yeah, there's that. I do have some things I plan on taking with me when I go out. I mean, I'm going to take my backpack, obviously, and my squirrel scanner. Give me a decent, I think I've got some 1 or 2 really nice nails I could use for nailing up the squirrels. I'm taking some Ziploc bags, some gloves and stuff like that, so I can clean up my squirrels without getting too much blood on me. Squirrel season started on the 30th of April, and 2 weeks in, and I haven't been out yet in over 2 years. So I'm more than a little squirrely, no pun intended, about going back out. My walking is not great, but not bad. I'm not going to be doing a lot of trailblazing or anything like that. So I am going to try to do my best to hopefully get at least 1. 2 would be ideal, but 1 squirrel for me this year, I would be really ecstatic. Because getting my feet wet, getting back into the hunting game is something I haven't done in a while. And my wife does like eating squirrel too, and rabbits. Well, we had some, but we had to leave it behind. Dang it. Well, we had some squirrel in the fridge, but we had to leave it behind. We actually gave it to because we couldn't eat it because we couldn't keep it. But I got a squirrel skinner I've been wanting to try out that I got from Angel, a friend of Tyler's or Ajax's that I want to try out. So between the squirrel skinner and my binoculars that I just got and some other stuff, I'm just going to be taking my 22 out. So there's nothing fancy. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get something. My boy, he's going to probably end up taking out his air rifle, even though he may not like it, but he's not taking my 22 this year. He's old enough to get his own, hopefully. But this is the squirrel skinner I got right here. It's got my name on it, as you can see, 3D printed. I added the carabiners on here because I thought that was kind of cool. So I can use it for squirrels. I can use it for rabbits, you name it. But that way I can scan them really quick. I'm not going to be keeping the fur, so before anybody asks, I'm just going to be out there hunting for food. Like I said, I'm going to take some half-gallon Ziplocs. We clean it up and process it as quickly as possible. And hopefully we'll have more than one or two. Then we can figure out a good recipe that Jenny could cook up and stuff like that. My mom used to bread them and then fry them on the stove in a frying pan. We're not sure what we would end up coming up with yet. So if you have any squirrel recipes, let me know. Now, we're not going rabbit hunting because I like to wait until after the first hard frost and snow before I go rabbit hunting. And I'm not anywhere near in shape enough for tromping through the snow yet. I'm hoping I am, but I'm not there yet. That's what I've got right now. If I say way too many times, please correct me. Let me know. I'm trying to figure out how to make my screen bigger. Yeah, it's a pretty decent one. What did I do with it? I just had it. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. A friend of Ajax's made it for me. You see, it's got my channel name right there. So I think that's pretty cool. It's raised. Look how thick you can see that how raised it is right there. But yeah, that's completely durable. I'm going to get. I got some cordage I can use. I can just wrap it around the tree and wrap it, hang it from a tree like that, and then I just put the head through there and the feet through the front legs through there, and just peel it like a banana, and everything else. I'm planning on using my Marlin 22. It's a 795, nothing fancy. Some people like using a 20 gauge. I do not have a 20 gauge. Do not have a 410. I'd like to, but squirrel hunting for that with something bigger than what I'm using is probably a bit much in my case. Because the only other firearm I have is a 12 gauge, and that would just tear it up. Now, I do have my bows I could use, small game heads, that kind of thing, but I'm a little out of practice shooting small game right now, and I don't have a lot of place to practice. Cooter, what are you planning on using this year? 22 all day? Okay, that's cool. Any particular, which brand of 22? I'm a big fan of the Marlins, though some people like Savages, some people like Remingtons. I'm just, like I said, my first 22 I ever bought myself was a 22 Marlin bolt action 7-shot clip. I had to sell it right out of high school, so I didn't really have a lot of money at the time. So had to sell it for quick cash, unfortunately. But that thing was so freaking accurate. Squirrel, not deer. You can use it for rabbit too, which we have done. But I have plenty of ammo for squirrel right now. So small game. I'm not hunting rabbit yet. Like I said, it's a little early for that for me. I want to wait till a really good hard frost kills all the sick old ones up first, and also get them right before their coats change, then make them easier to spot. And if it does get a little snowy here, I can break out my snowshoes and go that route. Hopefully by that time, my knees will be a lot better. So what do you use for squirrel? You use a 20 gauge? Do you use a 410? Do you use a 22? Slingshot? Good old-fashioned rock? If you're as good as Jethro Bodine on the clampets, being able to knock out of the tree with a rock. I'm trying to do it. I don't have a 410 at the moment. That's on my list of stuff to get. Just got to wait for the funds to get there, because I'm going to be putting money into my truck first, get my brakes fixed. Then I can worry about everything else. I'm not really experienced much on squirrel hunting with my bow, unfortunately. I have shot at them with my bow, but just haven't gotten any. Now, rabbits, I can shoot rabbits all day long with my bow, but same with the 22. It's just a little difficult when walking is challenging. As you can probably imagine. But one of the things I did pick up, like I was saying earlier, I went to Goodwill earlier, right before my live actually. And I stopped off it and picked up a little set of binocs for about $3. Oops, sorry, it's upside down. $2.99. And it'll help me spot the squirrels easier. Have to break out my hunting jacket. So don't have a squirrel call as of yet. Never needed one, but I'm sure I could probably brush up on my squirrel calls before I go. What kind of, is it like a 22 air rifle? Is it a regular BB gun? Because my boy's got a Beeman dual caliber 177 or 22, because it switched the barrels. So I'm hoping he will use that to go squirrel hunting with me. I'm not sure what brand they are. They're just, I think they're knockoffs. There's no name brand on these, but I like the style. There's a little design right there. Don't know if that's upside down or not. So it's like that or whatever. Looks like a turkey. Yeah, looks like a turkey. And these are 8x21, 160 meters to 1,000 meters. So good little squirrel binocs. And they fold up small enough they'll fit in my pocket, not have to worry about anything. Have to break out my pants. I got to buy me some new pants, because since I lost weight, none of my pants fit anymore. Last pair of pants I bought, those were size 54s, weren't they? 50s. Yeah, size 50s. Okay. Make sure I get a couple quarters then. I heard about that method. I've never tried it. That's Mac, by the way, being mouthy. Macus, come here. We do have a pistol. We have a pump pistol. That one is a what brand is it? Give me a second here. It's good. Please forgive me about the name brand of it. A Crossman. It looks like a giant freaking James Bond looking thing. My boy's got his Beeman and a Crossman right now that he could use. I don't have any scopes on any of my gear, so I've always iron sighted everything. So, Macus, come here. Come here. Come here. Right here. Any particular brand of the pistol or rifle? Because we only have the two right now, air rifle wise, air anything wise. Pump action? Yeah. I'm not a bit a fan of CO2s because they people leave those things, the cylinders laying around everywhere. Sorry, playing with Mac. Mac is the hunter, by the way. He's gotten several mice in our old place, not this one. Right now, he's playing with something. Like I said, we got a Crossman, we've got the Beeman, we've got a Marlin 22 and a Savage Arms American 2 12 gauge over and under, firearm wise, from lowest to highest. I don't know about shooting straight. I mean, the 22 shoots straight. The Beeman shoots decent. I don't know much about it because it's not mine. It's my son's. Though he is a really good shot. He wants a 22 rifle of his own. I just can't afford it yet, unfortunately. But technically, I'm not getting him anything this weekend because this weekend, as of Monday, is my birthday. So please wish me a happy birthday if you want. Right now, that's true. If when Jason gets here, Pest Hunter Outdoors, he is a big fan of air rifles and things like that, or pneumatic rifles. Him and Ajax are a beast when it comes to both of those things. I know a little, but not just enough to be not good. Talk about bows. I will talk to you about traditional bows all day long, or at length, as my wife likes to say when I talk about archery. Well, thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. But I will try to bring my GoPro. Nothing fancy, just a 7 with me, so I can get some shots. Hopefully, I actually get something to shoot at. I haven't been to this location in a couple years. It's a forest preserve that's open to hunting, not too far here, just south of here. and it's right along the river. So hopefully we should be able to get something. As long as someone's not already there. That's the only issue. Oh, before anybody asked, I will be 58 years old. And I will officially have outlived my mom, my dad, and my older brother, and my little sister. Hey, Plants Pal, how you doing? Oh no, I don't like releases. I use my I use my fingers, shooting glove only. What's the day there, Plants Pal? How are you doing? Hope things are going well. I'm healing. My knee is looking better. It doesn't feel any better. I was standing on a ladder today putting up curtain rods. So balancing on a step ladder is not easy, trying to put in screws above your head. But I'm going to be going squirrel hunting this weekend for the first time in a couple years, and I'll be so ecstatic about that. Hey, Magnus. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to change my little banner here. Give me a second here. Let's see if I can get that one. Let's do it that way. Now, I'm not sure how well I'm going to do this weekend, to be honest. But that's not because of my shooting ability. My aim has always been good. It's just the lack of the walking part, which I'm a little haven't done a lot of through the woods due to the fact that I've been incapable. But since my surgery, I'm getting better. Yesterday I walked without my cane. Today I had to use it, but I'm getting better. Hey, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Cooter, for really always good to have more people in. I am Colan. I do mainly into bow hunting. I'm learning how to bow fish, backpacking, bushcraft, fishing. I do fish, but I don't consider myself a fisherman. I do consider myself an archer, though. My boy is a better fisherman than I am, or as he like to call himself, an angler. I am a better shot than he is, bow wise and everything else wise, but he's pretty good, and he's only 19. Okay, Magnus, what kind of bow do you got, and what style do you prefer? I shoot left and right-handed. I am naturally left-handed, but I shoot left and right. I carry traditional bows mostly, or pretty much all I carry is traditional bows, both longbow and recurve, takedown longbow, takedown recurve. And like I said, I'm learning how to bow fish. I have not done it yet. I've got the gear for it, just not had the chance to do it yet. I was planning on going ice fishing this year, but that got kiboshed when my trailer got stolen and all my ice fishing gear got gone. I do mainly bow hunt small game because I find the competition here in Iowa horrendous. when it comes to small, big game hunting like deer or turkey. So going for small game, it still fills the freezer, and they reproduce faster. But I do have a squirrel skinner I've been meaning to try out. There, as you see, got my name on it and everything. I'm checking something. Is that green? Yeah, it is. That's green. Hey, it's cool. Black with green letters. I didn't notice that till just now. I always thought it was black. But hopefully I get to use this weekend. Not going rabbit hunting because I have to wait for the first frost, hard frost for that. But I will plan on doing that. That one I can either bring my bow or my 22 for that one. I don't have a small game caliber shotgun yet to take down small game, unfortunately. I've only got 22 and a 12 gauge shotgun. So please let me know what bows you guys got. I'd be really interested. If you got a 22, I'd be interested in hearing about that too. I like mine's a Marlin 795. I know it's a little older model, but I like it. I'm comfortable with it. Carry plenty of ammo with me because that's one thing I like about. Not necessarily. One thing about rabbits, in my case anyway, I have a person in my household that used to raise rabbits for food. That would be my wife. While she did not process the meat or anything like that, she does cook and eat game. She loves rabbit. I've been considering getting one of those. I don't need much of a heavy bow or anything like that because, like I said, I don't do a lot of big game hunting because of the competition here in Iowa. It's like horrendous. But finding some place we can get permission to go hunt down rabbits out of someone's, off someone's farm is a lot easier than trying to get permission to go hunt deer. Though deer here are really, really well fed, horn wise. I've got 3 custom bows at the moment. I've got a 74-pound Black Widow longbow, and I've got 2 other bows. One's a 100-pound Lost Creek bow, and no, that's a different one. Prairie Winds bow, and another one is a that's a 65-pound custom made for me recurve from the same place. Oh, I know. But it's a lot easier to go after rabbits and squirrels than deer because, I mean, a lot of the places here, even the public areas, are so, I hate to say this, guys, deer hunters are territorial. Doesn't matter if it's a public ground or not. They don't like anybody in their area. Even though they can't own it, if they feel like if they've been doing something for years, it's theirs, whether it's theirs or not. Yep. I have a Black Widow. I also have a Semic Sage takedown. I have a what is the other one? A Black Hunter takedown recurve, which is a really not that one. It's a different one. But I got another one that's like my Semic Sage that I want to use for bow fishing. I also have a Survival Archery Systems Atmos Survival Longbow, takedown longbow. I shoot both left and right-handed, but most of my gear is left-handed. Hey, it's not custom to me, but it is mine. I paid a good chunk of change for it, and it's worth it, every penny. They're in my closet right now. If you give me a moment, I will have to go get them. Okay? Please be patient. My knees aren't what they used to be. Give me a moment. This is the first one. I was wrong about the brand. This one's a Deer Seeker. That's going to be one of my bow fishing reels, bows. This one's my Atmos. I'm still in the process of unpacking, folks, so bear with me here. Everything's like discombobulated. Okay, here's the rest of them. Now, is this all of them? No. These are my regular bows that I hunt with and other things. And bowfish with now. Okay. Give me a second here. I'll go through them one at a time. Left. I am naturally left-handed. Now, the first one it's going to tell you about is the one I showed off first. I talked about first. This one here, I believe, I'm not sure if I got this one off of Temu or Amazon for less than $100. This is a Deer Seeker. Take that outdoor takedown recurve. It is a very beautiful bow. I got this set up for bow fishing with this one. And no, I don't put a arrow rest on here. I shoot bare bow. But this breaks down to about that big, which is really nice because I like the fact that you can take things down and pack it in your pack if you need to. But that bow is a copy of this bow. Give me a moment here. Okay, I think my string came off. But this is my Semic Sage takedown recurve. It's one of the first takedowns that I had. Looks very much like the other one, but this one's a lot older. It's probably about 10 years old. And I've hunted this thing a long time. Both of them are in the 55-pound range. You can see it says Semic Sage. And this is the reason why I got that one, because it looks exactly like this one. Is it exactly the same? No. This one's a little better because it's the one that one's based off of. My string's inside the case right now. Okay, here's the one you were asking about, I think. Nope. That is my custom recurve. That's not it. It's this one. This is the one you were asking about. This is my Black Widow. Just to prove it to you. Right there. There's the weight. And it's got a name, Autumn Gray. Now, so far, I mean, this one here, I like hunting with this one. This one here I'd use for taking down deer. I'm more of a ground hunter. I don't climb very well. Well, because the last time I hunted, I was very, very heavy. Well, close to 300 pounds at the time. Now that I've lost 85 pounds, not so much. And I'm still not a climber. With my knee being the way it is, I'd rather do ground hunting and as well instead of shooting from a tree any day. Now, this next bow I'm going to show you is a custom job from a friend of mine. I actually helped him harvest the trees to make this bow. This is a custom-made U recurve. Deer sinew backed, 65-pound draw. Yes, it could be either hand horn tipped. But this is my look how beautiful that is. It was his first attempt to making a recurve for me, and this thing shoots smooth. Now, one of my other bows, I don't really feel like bringing that one out. That's my 100-pound bamboo-backed war bow that he made for me. That one I use for demo purposes. That's going to stay there in the bag because I really don't feel like pulling that one out at the moment. But this one, this is the one I carry everywhere. It didn't come in this bag. I found this bag. But this is the bow. Look at that. Look at that riser. Now, I'm not setting this one up or anything like that. I'm not going to set any of these up because I just don't want to go that far. But this thing will fit in my backpack and leave no space showing that it's got one. The only thing I wish I could do, which I can't do, is put arrows in this thing because I cannot afford to get the takedown arrows I need for that purpose. Otherwise, I would. Oh, wrong path. This thing, this is the actual. I found this at a secondhand store. Can't remember where it was, Goodwill or whatever. It's got the leather divider in it, canvas covered, as you can see, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm not sure who made it or what it was for originally, but it fits my bow perfectly. I want to add straps to this where I can wear it on my back, use it as a quiver, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I want to swap out these Allen bolts on here that I'm putting on right now for thumb bolts. I've actually bought some for that purpose. As you can see, like for these, I want to swap these out for finger bolts. That way I don't have to use tools. But I have to modify the bolts that I do. Macus, stop it. I have to modify the bolts that I have to be shorter because the ones I have are too long. I have two bow fishing setups. I got the bow fishing reel, which has the reel seat for it, which I can use on this one if I want to. Also have the bottle reel, which, stop it, bud. The bottle reel works better on this one than the regular bow fishing reel. But this one here just fits so nice in my hand. This one here is the one that I could bury in the ground. It'll be good in 100 years. All I have to do is put a new string on it. Good to go. It's got set up for, I can put in sights right there if I want to. Right now, I just got a little carpet right there for it because I don't do arrow rests. And I do bare bow, which means I don't use sights. Which takedown bow are you talking about, though, Magnus? And if you match your arrows to your bow, you shouldn't have any issues. So I make sure I use stiffer arrows than I need because I like using like 60, 65 pounders with my 55, and a stiffer arrow shoots straighter. Now, I am a big fan of wooden arrows over carbons or aluminums because I think they're a lot more forgiving. And also I use the Black Widow. No, I don't porpoise at all. No, because I get the arrows I need for the bow. So as long as you got your arrows matched, no porpoising. Because you have a good 80-pound arrow in that thing, it shoots straight without kicking. Now, if you don't have your arrows matched, then you risk both shattering the arrow and hurting yourself, or worse. And I don't shoot over about 30 yards max for any targets. I shoot with my Black Widow because I don't feel if anything over that, then you're just risking hurting the animal but not taking it cleanly. And also, as long as you watch your shots and practice a lot. And like I said, I shoot with a shooting glove. I don't like using triggers or anything like that. Always have. I hope I answered your question. Sorry, watching my cat. So I plan on making my own arrows in the future when I get settled here. I do have a 6 multi-fletch that I got from Three Rivers Archery that I plan on setting up in my office once I get everything set up. We've only been here for like less than a month, so we really haven't had a chance to really unpack everything yet. I'm still trying to get curtains up before I can put my stuff up on the walls without the world seeing it. I got 2 big picture windows in the front of my house, one in the living room, one in my office. So I want to get that one covered up as much as I can to keep people from looking at my stuff. No, you're not chewing at that, dude. Why don't you play with this over here? What kind of bow do you have, Magnus? And what do you prefer to use? I don't have any compounds. I'm not a fan of those. Have I shot them? Yes. Do I like them? No. My first bow that I ever, well, not the first, but first brand new bow I ever bought myself was a compound, but the riser was so freaking heavy. It hyperflexed my right arm, my right elbow so much where I couldn't use my arm for the rest of the day after practicing with it. So I went to a Damon Howard Hunter recurve and never looked back after that. My wife used to have a really nice medieval style crossbow, wood crossbow, but some idiot stole it from our tent back in the day, but about 10, 15 years ago. About 10 years ago, while we were at a Renaissance fair, got into our tent, took it, haven't found it since. By the way, this is Mac. He's the only one we got left. He's kind of hanging out here. You know, I got to drink my coffee, right? Hey, Jason, how you doing, brother? Okay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be discussing small squirrels, small game hunting, what I plan to use, and well, these guys want to know some of my bows that I've got. Now, Magnus and Cooter, this is not all my bows. This is just some of my bows. But these are my personal ones. The war bow is for demonstration purposes only. I have not done anything other than show off and with the U recurve because I haven't had a purpose for it yet. I'm afraid of breaking it because I'm really that's one of my favorite personal bows. I've done a little shooting with my Atmos, but I really want to do some bow fishing with that one. I'm going to do some bow fishing with the other deer seeker, and I've hunted a lot with my Samick, and I've hunted a rabbit and squirrel with my Black Widow. Dude, look at your paws. Literally. You need to trim your nails, dude. Now, what kind of squirrels do you guys got in your areas? Because we got red and black here. There should be some grays too. There's supposed to be flying squirrels here, but they're like really tiny and they're off limits. Though wouldn't mind having some of those as a pet, but we have a cat, not allowed. What would you do with a flying squirrel, hon? Kind of figured. You know, they have some in Iowa, right? Now, do you guys use wood? Do you guys use feathers? What kind of arrows do you like using? I can break out my kit and show you the tips and my bows, arrows, and stuff like that. If you're interested, just let me just say the word. It has taken me a few minutes to go in and grab my quivers. Yes, I mentioned quivers, multiple. Technically, one's my wife's, but I've been using both. And archery box, and show you some of the tips that I use. Round. You're going to have to explain that one. Are you talking like carbons, aluminums, wood? I'm a big fan of cedar myself, but I have shot some carbons and aluminums as I can find them. Not a big fan of them because they tend to shatter on me most of the time. I got that they were arrows, but I wasn't sure about the word round. I'm trying to find the context. Let me get my quivers and I'll show you. One moment, gentlemen and ladies, if you're here. Now, I do have one more bow that I didn't show you guys that I used to hunt with, or a couple of them I used to hunt with, two of them, but they're not here. They're there. I'm not bringing those out. One is a Loxley fiberglass longbow, 55-pound, dual-handed. Before I got my first custom bow, I shot with that one for years, hunting-wise. And that was a really good bow. It's got artificial horn tips, beautiful bow. And that thing is like bomb-proof. Just needs a new string right now. Well, I was thinking about whether you shoot vanes, do you shoot feathers? If you do shoot vanes or feathers, do you shoot, well, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Do you shoot parabolic like these? I prefer a 4-fletch, by the way, folks. Or do you shoot, if you give me a second here, shield shape, which I prefer. These are just some cheapy Amazon arrows. They look really cool, but they're pretty light. These are about 55-pound draw. Hey, Big Matt, how you doing, brother? Now, these are not my hunting arrows, gentlemen. These are just target arrows. These are actually Ian's right here. They're pretty. They're really light, though. This one here It's got was custom made for me by a friend of mine, and it's really really old. It's the shellac is coming off of it. He was an Eagle Scout. He made these for me. I put this tip on it though. Look at that broadhead. Now, I've got more arrows in my other quivers. This is just one of my quivers. And yes, I do have some aluminums. This is just a cheapy one I found. Just no fletching on it. Just sitting in here. This is just my backup quiver that I carry extra stuff in. And my cosplay one that I use when I'm cosplaying or going to Ren Fair. But this is my quiver that I carry. Now, I have shattered so many freaking arrows, as you can tell. But they smell so good. This one's... Let's see, here's a good one here. Where's a good one at? I could show you that you would understand. Okay. I actually won this set of arrows at the Iowa Deer Classic a couple years ago. These are 400 grain Easton Nemesis arrows. I added these broadheads on there. They're a little on the light side for my bows, fortunately. I prefer to use these right here. Well, my Zwickis instead. This is my preferred broadhead. Patriot Mitchell arrows. Yeah, you get some extra points for that one. Give me a second here. Now, here's another one that I like. Check this one out. This one's just like the other one, but it's got the bleeders with it. This one's got a little bit, I got to fix the refletching on this one. It's got parabolic fletching. This is an older one I picked up at a flea market. But let's see, where's one of my good ones? Oh, yeah. But I generally prefer four-fletched. Here's another one of my Zwickis. I've got some blunts in here somewhere. I just got to find them. The bleeder one. Where is it? Ah, there they are. I got three types of blunts that I use. This one here is I got the judo point blunt for small game. Or, which I kind of like these coming up. I like these hex blunts. But if I'm in a hurry and I don't have to wait, I just pull out my rubber blunts. Okay, cool. I'll have to go back and catch it. Okay, I gotta fix that one, that one. That one needs to be fletched. Oh, one of my fishing arrows was in here. That's just a kid's arrow. That's a kid's arrow. Sorry, I'm in the move. I just threw everything in my quivers and just left. But I have split more arrows than I really care to admit. unfortunately. But don't underestimate the power of a field point when hunting small game. It still takes them down. I have some other ones I have not tried, but I got. These are the plastic broadhead ones that came with these arrows. I just got to refletch them, which is not too difficult to do. I just need to pick up some more fletching and more glue. But these things work really amazingly well. Shaft is straight. Just need to clean up this and refletch it. Probably take about 10 minutes. Most of these need refletched or fixed up. This one here has all been ready to go. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. But simple rubber blunts, they work great. Hey, Howie, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. I got about a half a dozen of these when I.
Good evening.
Hey, Jason, how you doing, brother?
Just got done with dinner and all that. And hello, Howie. How are you doing today? And Magnus and Matt.
And there's one more person in here too.
And Plants Pal TV.
Plant Pal, yeah. Now, I was at the flea market. Not flea market. I was at Goodwill today, and I picked up something new. Because in the past, I used to have a decent set of simple binoculars for when I went squirrel hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Briggs helps. I mean, yes, I know I'm not blind, but sometimes seeing squirrels in the trees is hard. And this thing, only for $3, that's all you really need for squirrel hunting. So I'm going to be taking Ian on Sunday. We're going to go use our 22s and go see what kind of squirrels we can get. Because I think it's too early for rabbits, but squirrels should be fine. I don't know. I know you keep on saying, "Oh, we're not touching our squirrels in case of emergency." I'm sorry. Sometimes you want a squirrel dinner, you'll get a squirrel dinner.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you got to thin the herd down just a little bit and make them stronger.
I know. I think the cat's been helping.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'd rather help myself than my cats right now. But I do mostly bow hunting for rabbits, but I'm set up for deer, no problem. I can hit a deer at 20, 30 yards easy. It's just that competition for spots is like horrendous here.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like having to hunt, have competition to get put food in my freezer. But no one says anything about small game. So I go after that because they reproduce faster and it still puts food on the table. As everybody should know. And most of the ones that I'm taking out are the nuisance animals anyway.
Oh, squirrels are a nuisance, period.
Oh, but yeah.
Especially
now, if I happen to see a groundhog when I'm doing that, that's just a bonus. But I doubt this area I'm going to has any groundhogs. But to be honest, because of my knees and stuff, I have not had a chance to really practice shooting. And where my new place is at, and since my range stuff got absconded with, I have to rebuild my place to shoot. And that's going to cost. So it's going to take me some time for that. But I can go shoot my rifle anywhere I want. I got a spot I can go to. So where Ian there's a spot actually down near New Sharon where Ian got his first squirrel and rabbit. Would be a good spot too. Established trails, plenty of rabbits. Good place to go bass fishing too. There's an old quarry. And there's a shooting range down there, a free public shooting range. So you can shoot your rifles, shotguns, you name it, down there for free without having to worry about people saying, "Oh, you can't do that here."
Just get there before the sun comes up and wear your hat, and then watch for the glowing ears when the sun comes up.
For rabbits, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's too early for rabbits, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I know.
I'm talking about squirrels right now. Well, there's a lot of deer here in Iowa. It's just that we get a lot of out-of-state people coming in, and they get downright territorial about their spots on public land. And I'm sorry, I'm not stupid enough to get into that kind of, arguments, because I just think it's dumb. Now, have I run into some really nice hunters, deer hunters? Yes, I have. And when I told him I was squirrel hunting, he goes, "Thank you." That's usually what I get, because if it's anybody who's deer hunted, every time you go to hunt a deer, what do you end up seeing most of?
The squirrels.
Squirrels. And most of the time, you forget to take a small squirrel gun with you to take them out anyway. Now, if you're going to get skunked while deer hunting, at least bring something back. And if you're going to bring back squirrels, that's something.
Well, like I said, you can get a pretty good air gun now for a couple of dollars.
Well, Ian's got his,
but are perfect for getting squirrels, and they are quiet.
Well, yeah, like I said, my 22 is not loud.
Oh, believe me, it's loud enough for those animals to hear it, and they know you're there.
Right. I can't remember where I was at, but I was doing something with Ian, and we had an air rifle that sounded like a 22.
Yeah, like my Hotson Jet 1. That thing is loud.
Yeah, any of the bigger caliber ones generally are.
Well, no, that's the 22 caliber.
Oh,
I got a 177 that sounds like a 30-06.
Yeah. Well, I don't own property, unfortunately, Cooter. I wish I did. Or at least, and a lot of my family members who did have property passed away, and they've sold it since the last 20-some years. I'm like one of the few left in my family. And finding places to hunt is hard. Now, OnX helps some.
Yeah.
Being open and honest about what you're planning to do by asking permission is not as hard as people think. But you actually got to take the first step. You got to be ethical. You got to be polite. And the worst case you can tell, they could say is no. Well, they could probably say worse things, but
hello,
the worst honest answer, polite answer is no. And all you have to do is say, "Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I will get off. I'll take my leave," and just go on. And you wouldn't be surprised how many people, get more permission by being polite than not.
No, I don't.
And one thing I know some people, a lot of farmers around here, since we have a lot of corn and soybeans and stuff like that, rabbits get everywhere. And not as bad as the hogs down in Texas where Jason's at and Matt's at, but still, they can cause a lot of ground damage. They can, just not as bad as groundhogs, but still, they reproduce faster. And they're just as good as eating once the old and the sick ones are killed off due to frost. So I have to wait for that first hard frost. Squirrels, on the other hand, in town, they are a menace because they will chew into wires. They will get into people's attics. They get into people's houses, all that stuff. I've seen a video where somebody opened up, we're doing some renovating on their walls of this old house, and thousands upon thousands of nuts came out of the wall when they opened up the wall. I'm not talking just a little pile. We're talking a floor size about 2 or 3 inches deep of nuts. It's been like a 20-year stash or something like that. And if anybody's had raccoons get in their house, like I have, use what you tried. Huh?
They've tried.
I've seen them get into my house before, right? When Ewan was a baby. I told you about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the bow that I used is my fiberglass 55-pound longbow. And while it's not the fanciest of bows, that thing will probably outlast me. It was made in the 50s, and it still shoots as good as the day it was made. I showed you that one, Jason, the green one. And I think it's either a Sherlock or a Robin Hood type one. It's an old school one from way back when. They don't make them anymore. They don't like us doing anything like silencers here in Iowa there, Cooter. They kind of frown upon that.
They encourage it here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends, I guess. But like I was saying, I mean, whether you use for small game, mind you, if you want to use just a simple field point, go for it. If you have a field point for your carbons, all you need is put in a washer, and there you go. It's all ready to go. Quick and field expedient. Hey, Jared, how you doing, brother? Oh, that's so awesome, Jared. He's going to go to New York to hunt black bear. Yep. 35 is all you really need for rabbits and squirrel. Though I have seen people do it with a 25. But those were some seriously accurate headshots. I mean, my first rabbit I ever got was on the run with a Samick Sage. In one eye, out the other. I practice a lot. But I mean, I'm a firm believer in this will take down a small game as much as anything else. Now, yes, I do prefer four-fletched over most because I like the stability factor. Does it slow my arrow down? Yes. Does it matter because I use a heavier bow? No. It kind of balances out. Because with my, I can't shoot most of these arrows out of my Black Widow though, because they're too light. Now this one, I'm able to, but that, as you can see how big fat that one is. This is one of my. It's got to redo the fletching. It got kind of ate up. That's true. Well, that's why I like using blunts over broadheads or anything like that, even though that would help definitely take down a squirrel or a rabbit. I don't want to lose my arrows in the trees for the one thing.
You mean the blunt force trauma?
The blunt force trauma, I mean, you can get away with a lot with just blunt force trauma, but pseudo points are very common. This is just a small one, not a bird head or anything like that. So that would work if you have it. I don't have one, so I can't use that. I do have a couple rubber blunts, which is really great field expediency for putting over simple, like this is a bullet point. This is a Chinese bought Amazon arrow. Not great for much other than small game. I wouldn't want to put a broadhead or anything on this one because it probably wouldn't do well. Even though it is fletched really, really well, it is, spined the right way and everything else. But I wouldn't use it anything higher than my my Samick or the Deer Seeker. I don't have any flu-flus. I wish I did. Like I said, I've got a really nice fletching setup for it's an Avalon one from Three Rivers Archery, but I haven't had the space to set one up yet. Since I've only been here less than a month, I haven't had a chance to set up my office and get that stuff set up where I can use it. This winter, I plan on buying shafts and stuff like that and start cranking out arrows ready for the spring season. And I know that Jason doesn't do a lot of hunting. He does more trapping. Unless you count hunting for rodents, which he does.
Hunting for rodents count.
Well,
because I can do that year round, no limit.
Right. And there's some. Oh, you got some some big, what I would consider big game rodents there too.
Yeah.
That are not off limits or anything like that. But you don't talk about those much. So what is it all continuous open season on there in Texas?
Predators, animals like coyote.
Okay, coyotes. Is coyotes? I forgot to look, see if my coyotes are continuous open season or not.
They are.
I got to clear my keyboard. Arrows everywhere. Give me a second here. I'm sorry, just looking things. Okay. What do we have for continuous open season? Pigeons, groundhogs, and there should be one more. And raccoons. No, that's trapping.
Yeah, that's me under trapping.
Continuous open season on raccoons. We had something else. We had a continuous open season on. I can't remember what it was. I thought it was.
Yeah, we got hogs,
coyotes, but I'm not sure.
Coyotes.
I'm looking up right now, so I'm just trying to see if I can.
Yeah, we got open season for starling, and
yep. Okay. Yep. Raccoon, coyote, and groundhog. Continuous open season.
Yeah, and Eurasian collared doves.
We don't have those. We do have a dove season, but that's different. Because we have mourning doves, which, by the way, I saw one in my driveway the other day.
Yeah, we got mourning doves here too. You just got to be real careful which one is which.
Ours, we have only one, so it's kind of obvious what it is.
No, the Eurasian collared doves are everywhere.
Not here. They're not even listed on anything that says off limits, even.
That's because it's an invasive species.
Now, trapping, the main one we have no limit is raccoons. So, if you want to go raccoon hunting, that's continuous all year round.
I know there's several counties here in Texas that are squirrel year round.
We have one squirrel that is completely off limits here. And that's our flying squirrel. So, Big Mike, don't worry about the flying squirrels. Rocky is fine. He is safe.
Yeah, they're nocturnal anyways.
Yeah, they're like this big. Snipes are real for those people who don't know. We just don't have them here, I don't think. There's probably another name for them. Probably grouse is another name for them, I think. Or is it partridge? I can never tell.
Partridge is a chicken.
Prairie chicken.
It's a prairie chicken. Yeah, we got, like I said, You can't do sandpipers. There's not enough meat on them. Oh, there's also should be crow season there too, isn't it?
Give me a second. I thought crow would have been on the list.
Yeah.
No, there actually has a season, but not continuous open.
Yeah, no, there's a season there for it. I know that.
We have pigeon continuous open season, raccoon, coyote, and groundhog continuous open season. But we actually have regular seasons for crow, squirrel, rabbits, not jackrabbits. Jackrabbits is closed. Mourning dove, grouse, and gray pigeon, and quail, and pheasant. Turkey has its own season, obviously, and possum, fox, both red and gray, badger, bobcat, and raccoon, as mentioned before.
Because I think they're putting. I thought they put bobcat back on the list for Iowa.
Bobcat is on the list.
Yeah, I think it's only 3 a year.
Give me a second. There is an asterisk next to it, the name.
Yeah, because I know there's certain counties you can get 3, certain counties it's 0.
Okay. Fur harvesters must contact a conservation officer within 24 hours after taking an otter or bobcat.
Yeah.
Receive the CITES tag. So that one is a special circumstance.
Yeah, they're trying to build that population back up for fur bearers.
Okay, there's another one that's not on the list, though it should be, but they keep on saying it's not here.
Yeah, the mountain lion.
Yeah, which is weird. They shouldn't be calling it a mountain lion in Iowa for one reason.
Yeah, wait till somebody catches one in a trap. That'll be funny.
No, that's not the reason. We don't have any mountains.
Well, there's no mountains in Florida, and they're there.
You should call them cougars then. They're the same thing.
No, that's Florida. They call them cougars. You call them pumas where you're at.
No. They call them mountain lions.
Yeah, but his name is Pete.
Huh?
His name is Pete. Pete Puma.
Pete Puma? Wait. We do have a panther here, but that's a basketball team. They're in the out of Iowa City. That's a basketball and football team. Bobcat Goldthwait. No, he's on the call him up from the dead and ask him to go hunting with you type kind of guy. I like Bobcat. But I have not seen a bobcat in all the time I've been here in Iowa. And I've been here almost 58 years as of Monday and never seen one in the wild.
I've only seen one on my camera. Chupacabra? No.
We do have a snipe here. It's called the Wilson snipe for the North American species. Jack snipe or there's two jack snipes. It's both different types, but or Meyer snipe or horse gawk. That's the only kind of snipes we have here in Iowa. Just to answer your question from earlier. Sorry for the delayed answer. Chupacabra would probably be where Cliff is at.
That's a hairless coyote.
A hairless canine of some species. We don't know what species. Though I wanted to go frog hunting with this guy right here, but we never got a chance to.
No,
we were ready for it though. We wanted to.
Oh yeah. I brought the gear.
Hey, I've been ready for it too. Because I could use my bow fishing setup for that. No issues. That's allowed. And I still want to plan on going bow fishing. I've got two setups. I've got my bow fishing reel set up, and I've got my bottle reel set up. But I got to use two different bows, unfortunately, because I can't use the same bow for both. Well, I can. I can use my long bow, but I can't use my takedown recurve with the bottle reel. Because the way it's set up, it won't allow me to do it, which really sucks. But Jason knows I'm a small game hunter more than most. But I'm a firm believer that small game will replenish a lot faster than big game, and you get less competition for it. Because people don't think about it. And in the right situations, I hate to say this, rats are a small game. Right, Jason?
They're a lot of fun, believe it or not.
But the larger ones are edible, I hate to say this. In the right situations.
Yeah.
Not in every situation, but in the right situation.
How hungry are you?
That's the right situation. Well, I would think more like muskrats and things like that. I don't know if anybody's ever eaten muskrat, though.
Yeah, Justin has.
Any good?
He says it's fine. He still prefers beaver over muskrat, though.
Well, there are some beaver here. Let me double check that list again.
Yeah, beaver there, but it's going to be in water only.
Yeah, we got beaver and otter here. Though I've never seen any otters here. I wish I could because I think they're cool. But
I've seen the otter prints here, but I've never seen the otter.
But you otter sometime, right?
Yeah, I ought to see it somewhere.
I would just sit and watch them, to be honest. I like watching otters. I also like watching beavers, but that's beside the point. But
I want wild turkey around here so I can watch them.
Well, you'd want wild turkey in your area anyway, because that's a good thing to have.
Problem is, I got too many raccoons around here.
You should have a continuous open season on those, right?
Only if they're a nuisance.
Ours are continuously at open season, so they are, as it says here with raccoon, no restrictions, no limit. That should tell you something.
Yeah, Cooter, I've had several people say bobcat was actually really good.
I have not had bobcat, no. I've had rattlesnake, I've had shark, I've had octopus, I've had not had crow. So I'm not sure if I could be able to eat a crow or not. Not because it's nasty or anything, because I happen to like them as a bird. So I don't know. If I was hungry enough, like I definitely would.
Yeah, you can make yourself some sloppy crows.
Huh?
Make yourself some sloppy crows.
Personally, I wouldn't mind having some available just for. They're really good scavenger birds. Let me see here. Now, this is one of my head tips that I always wanted to try. I've told Jason about this one, showed Jason this one before, I think. This is my fire arrow. Never had a chance to shoot that one yet. I've heard bears tasted like pork, but my uncle has eaten it. He went before he passed away. He used to go bear hunting all the time, and his nickname on the CB was Daniel Boone for a reason. He had a 7-foot rampant bear in his living room that he shot up in Alaska. Now, I don't know if I'm brave enough for something like that. How about you, Jason?
Only if I had to shoot them.
Self-defense is one thing.
Yeah, I'm not
going actively. I know Jarrett's planning on going. No offense, brother. If you can do it, more power to you. I would ask for a claw. Probably not going to have an option for that. But bear fur would not be amiss. For I can use it for silencers for my bow. I think that would be kind of cool. But that's about it.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of like the bears.
Help, come here, bears. Now, I will show you guys something that most people don't take into account for when you're hunting small game. Something as simple as a spent cartridge makes a really good small game head. And most of the time, it'll just fit over the edge of your arrow, depending on which one it is. This one here is a 45, 9mm works better. It'll just fit over the shaft of most wood arrows, and it'll knock small game out just like that. And it'll help protect your arrows. But like I said, I'm a firm believer in the hex blunts, which I really, really like. I think these would work really well with your crossbow there, Jason.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, I probably would.
It's a concave hex blunt, as you can see how concave it is. Kind of looks like a little rook.
Yeah, the problem is it'd probably go right through them.
Yeah, depending on your the power of your crossbow, probably.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it would definitely take them out, and it wouldn't damage your arrows that much either. So, and you wouldn't have to worry about sharpening them. That's the big thing about the blunts. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And if you're using something, I don't know, like my rubber blunts, maybe that one, with a little practice from you, I mean, would probably be your best bet because it'd still take them out, wouldn't damage your arrows, and it wouldn't damage the meat as much, and less likely to lose your arrow or bolt in your case. Let's see here. But I think my first hunting trip this year is going to be with a 22 for squirrel, though. For one, my mobility is not 100% yet. It's getting there, but it's not 100% yet. It's the wrong season for rabbits. Yes, it is hunting season for rabbits, but it's not the season for it yet. So squirrels would be my best bet. I don't have anything set up for hitting small game birds, though if I could see a quail setting somewhere, and I'd probably take a shot at it, but I don't have any game shot for a 22 for birds. Though, if you've used bird shot in a 22, let me know. I have no idea how those work. How about you, Jason? Nope. He's not.
It sucks.
I understand
Don't
that.
bother. Because you're not going to hit anything.
Do they take down game? What is the whole point of having them if they don't work?
No, they don't work. You can use it for rats up close or snakes up close. I'm talking like 10 feet.
Well, I was thinking something like small quail, but I don't think that would be appropriate with a 22 anyway.
The problem is it's plastic encapsulated inside the capsule, and when you shoot it, it starts to spin. Well, guess what happens? It gets centrifugal force, and it blows it into a circle pattern. And the circle pattern gets bigger and bigger and bigger the further you get away.
Right. It's kind of cones out. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. It's a gimmick. Now, if you happen to have a smooth bore, yeah, it'll work.
Well, if I was going to do a smooth bore type setup, then I'm going black powder, but I don't have a black powder setup. I want one. I just don't have one. Because I like reenacting, and one of the things I do is rendezvous. And I did find out something really interesting here in Iowa.
You're looking for like a musket smooth bore,
right? 45 caliber minimum. 50 caliber would be preferred, but 45 minimum.
68.
Huh?
A 68.
What do you mean 68?
68 caliber for black powder for a musket.
They don't. I mean, it's what I can afford to get. I can't get one of those. I'm going 45 caliber because that's what I can get as a kit, so I can build it myself.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the reason why I want one for deer hunting, mind you, because I told you I ground hunt.
Yeah.
the one thing good about Iowa, bow season and black powder season cross over for 1 week in Iowa. So you have your tags for both, right? Take your bow like you're going bow hunting for deer.
And then your muzzle loader.
You bring your muzzle loader. Because if you miss with your bow, it doesn't take it much to bring it up your muzzle loader to bear and take it finished off with your muzzle loader. So that way you can possibly get up to 2 deer with those tags. That way you can't get in trouble because you're shooting for 2 different styles. But as long as you have the tags for it and you got the permits for it, they can't say anything. And it's always good to have a backup anyway. As the saying goes, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Right?
Yeah.
If you want to definitely put meat on the table, do what you can. But right now, I don't have a deep freeze right yet. That's on the plan, but we've only been here less than a month. We haven't had a chance to acquire any of those things yet. So we're working on it. Other than that, that's what I got. How about you? What's your plans for regular hunting this year, Jason, if any?
Me, I'm just going to be doing nuisance this year.
You're regular, in other words.
Yeah. I'm actually looking for, here we go. That's what I'm looking for.
I was planning on asking Bruno to go out to his farm for rabbits, but he ended up having to sell off a lot of property recently, which really sucks to developers.
They haven't put Iowa on for deer for the air guns yet.
No, not yet. And I didn't see an air gun rating for it.
It's right now. It's just feral hogs, coyotes, fox, rabbit, and squirrel so far.
They got let's see here. We got muzzle loader and shotgun and bow. That's it. As far as I can see. But that I'm not. They did lower the price tag of licensing for veterans here in Iowa. Go us. So down to $7 for my hunting license. Now that is cool.
I can do turkey with air gun here. And deer.
We do have a new disabled veterans deer tag option.
Oh, wow.
Now listen to this, Jason.
What?
The Iowa's new disabled veterans deer tag option for 2025 to 2026.
Yeah.
It allows eligible veterans to hunt deer, get this, with any firearm method.
Yeah, firearm.
Yes. Tell me something it's not saying. Does it limit to what firearm is listed?
No, it'll have to say pneumatic.
No, I'm not talking about pneumatic.
Okay.
How many different types of firearms are there in the world?
A lot.
And if it says any firearm method, 30-06, AR-15, they can't say no to that because it's allowed under the law.
Arizona is leading the whole thing with air gun hunting. Got badger, bighorn sheep, bison, black bear, blue grouse, bobcat, cottontail rabbit, cruise deer, coyote, elk, fox, fur bears, javelina, mountain lion, mule deer, pheasant, predators, pronghorn antelope, quail, raccoon, reptiles, ring-tailed cat. That one shouldn't be on the list. Skunks, squirrel, tree squirrel, turkey, weasel, and white-tailed deer.
Well, that's cool.
That's a long list.
I just found out something really cool. When my license expires,
Even
the
Texas is
3-year
even
hunting license I got, hunting fishing license, I can apply for my lifetime.
Yeah.
Because I'm a veteran for $7.
Oh wow! I mean, everything's gone up big time with air guns. I mean, the list has gotten a lot bigger than the past 2 years.
Oh, I have. I haven't checked for air gun hunting Iowa.
Iowa is going to be coyote, feral hogs, fox, rabbit, and squirrel. That's it.
It's not regulated at the state level yet,
No, not yet.
but local cities and counties have the authority to prohibit or restrict them. While the Iowa Department of Natural Resources doesn't have specific rules for them, you always check with the local, DNR just to be on the safe side. There is potential for new legislation, but nothing yet. So technically, it's not illegal, but it's not legal either. So it's like a gray area. So technically, you could. Long if you're in a legalized area where you can hunt, you should be able to do it legally.
They finally added it on there, honey. Alligators is on the list for Texas for new.
What is?
Alligator.
Well, then there you go, because you said
yeah.
you've seen them down where you're at, right?
Yeah. I said here, okay, here's the list for Texas. Alligator, aoudad sheep, armadillo, axis deer, badger, beaver, black buck antelope, bobcat, cottontail rabbit, coyote, crow, desert bighorn sheep, elk, Eurasian collared dove, fallow deer, feral hogs, feral rock dove, which is pigeons.
Pigeons, yeah.
Okay, flying squirrel on private land only. I'm not going to shoot flying squirrels.
No Rockies.
Yeah, fox, frogs on private land only. Ground squirrel on private land only. Javelina, mountain lion, private land only. Mule deer, muskrat, the Nigel antelope, nutria, possum, otter, porcupine, prairie dogs, rabbit, raccoon, red deer, ring-tailed cat, Russian boar. This is the Sika deer. I cannot pronounce that. It's an exotic species. Sparrows, squirrel, starlings, turkey, turtle on private land. I might have something for that. Okay, and white-tailed deer.
Okay, we don't
That's a big long list.
Ours are not that extensive, because we don't have as many as you do.
Yeah,
because we're also state-wise smaller than you are.
Yeah, so
but we have more farmland than you do, which is really weird.
Yeah. So, like I said, each one of these animals does have a restriction on caliber, grains, and speed of the round. So you have to meet a certain foot-pounds of energy.
Right. We can do deer, turkeys, fur bearers like bobcats, raccoons, etc. Small game such as pheasant, which, hey, there you go. I can do pheasant. Squirrels, rabbits, and waterfowl, ducks, geese, that kind of thing. But we also have groundhogs. I don't know about ground squirrels here, like chipmunks, but we do see a lot of those.
Okay. There's a link there if anybody wants to go to the website that I'm going off of right now from Pyramid Air. They have the state that you can pick on where you're at and which you can hunt with pneumatic air rifles.
But Iowa is not on the list yet.
Yes, Iowa is on the list. I named that one off earlier.
Okay,
Coyote,
so we
coyote
we
feral
only
hog,
have feral hogs are only in southeast Iowa and southern Iowa. They're not
fox,
everywhere.
rabbit, and squirrel.
Yeah,
So basically,
Ian
your small game.
Ian already does the squirrel and rabbit with his air rifle, so we knew about that one
Yeah.
because that's what he's done. Now, the one I was curious about, Hawaii.
Oh, I can click on that.
I just did too. They get access deer.
Yeah, feral goat.
Everything's
Feral
on private
hogs.
land there. Nothing public.
Yeah, well, there is no public land in Hawaii.
Now, here's the thing: the one animal they didn't mention at all, which is a big nuisance animal in their state, and that is wild chicken. Because
Same thing
chickens
with
are rampant there.
same
Ask
thing with
Johnny.
Florida. Yeah, same thing with Florida.
But they have more wild chickens there than anybody else. They're everywhere.
Anybody else have a state that they wanted to look up? I can list off.
Florida's got almost as big a list as you do.
But for air guns,
Yeah,
yeah, but they don't have any restrictions except for a couple of them.
they have iguana. You don't have iguana.
No, not yet. I mean, all it takes is somebody to let one loose.
That's true. Let's see. We're checking Tennessee here. What's Tennessee have? Oh my gosh, Tennessee has a huge list.
Does it?
Oh yeah, they have a lot of the ones you did, like the armadillo, beaver, black bear,
Yeah.
bobcat, bullfrog, coyote, crow, elk, Eurasian collared dove, fox, groundhog, grouse, mink, muskrat, opossum, otter, pigeons, quail, rabbit, raccoon, rails, moorhen. I'm not familiar with that one. River otter. What's the difference between that one and a regular otter? Skunk, small game, which includes beaver, bobcat, fox, grouse, mink, muskrat, possum, otter, quail, rabbit, raccoon, skunk, squirrel, and weasel. Squirrel, that one's with 25 caliber or smaller. Turkey, weasel, and white-tailed deer. But most of them are 25 caliber or less.
Yes. Like you see, if you go to this website, you can it'll tell you the minimum or maximum which you can use, which is kind of
Coyote, by the way, you can use up to 35 caliber, and that's including arrow shooting ones.
Yep.
Thought that might throw that out just because.
Hey, in Texas, we're the only ones that can use full auto from a helicopter.
That's true. Whoa, no. What about Alaska?
For hogs? No.
No, I don't think there is. Are there hogs in Alaska?
Unknown.
We can always click on it and find out.
No, I don't see it
Nope.
on there.
Their list is actually kind of small compared to even Iowa. I'm not sure what the Terrius exotic is.
Neither do I. It's a little piglet.
What?
If you click onto it, it shows it right there, the animal.
Oh, it looks like a neutrino almost,
Yeah.
or a javelina.
A little striped pig.
Okay, so they do have pigs.
Yeah.
But they also have normal small game too.
Yeah.
But that's no list on that one.
What do you got for Oklahoma?
I don't know. Oil rigs. They got a big list, but not as big as yours, obviously.
Yeah.
Or Florida.
Yeah, Texas got a pretty long list.
Florida's like up there too.
And I like that they put up the maximum and the minimum requirements, which I think is cool.
I clicked on Oklahoma and it doesn't even show limits except for whitetail deer. Let's see here. I'm trying to find something that's got something completely. Oh, wow. Illinois has got a big list.
I
But the
believe
turkey,
Ohio might.
they got the turkey up there, but it's air shotgun only.
Yeah.
And weasel 22 caliber for dispatch only. So that's probably when you're trapping or something. Okay. I know what rabbits are. I know what jackrabbits are, but what's a hare?
A jackrabbit.
Okay.
It's in the hare family.
I checked up in Montana or Minnesota. Sorry. Minnesota is just right north of us, and that's where we get our bears from, them in Wisconsin. Yes, Iowa does get bear, just not very often. But we can't hunt turkey with air rifles yet.
Yeah, we can.
Well, here's the thing. The law says there's no exact rule against it. It's just because there has no law against it.
Yeah, it's nice that the most of the states have gotten really nice long list. Wow, Idaho's got a long list too.
Oh, wow. Check out Utah.
Yes, I know.
Holy freaking cow. Their list is almost as long as yours, if not longer. Because they added porcupine. I don't think you got porcupine.
Yeah, we got porcupine here, but it's not on the list. We got
No,
prairie
I mean,
dogs.
for hunting wise, they can.
Yeah. But they got prairie dog on there too, so.
They got jackrabbit and hares.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have moose. You don't have moose. If you can take down a moose with an air rifle, more power to you.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I know. More power to you if you can, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because right here for New Hampshire, moose is on there. PCP air rifle, 45 caliber and larger, producing at least 400 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle.
Maine says whitetail deer must be larger than a 22 caliber, and the agency suggests at least a 40 caliber. Same thing for moose and black bear. But everything else is lower because it doesn't specify anything. You said that was New Hampshire you mentioned, right?
Yeah, and actually I'm surprised New York has got a long list.
I'm looking at Vermont right now. Okay, how do you get a quail with an air rifle?
Very carefully.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I mean, it's hard to do with a regular.
All you have to do is just stop for just 2 seconds. That's all you need. And
Okay, I got to check out. I'm checking out New Jersey.
Yeah, it's just like you're shooting a pigeon when they sit there and feed and walk around. Yeah.
There is no big game hunting with an air rifle in New Jersey.
No, there's not.
There's 3 things you can go after: cottontail rabbit, gray squirrels, and hares. That's it. Now, regular hunting might be open bigger. I doubt it, but you never know. But that's what they allow. What's the other ones? Where's Rhode Island? I want to see what Rhode Island's got because it's the smallest state. You got to know. Oh, that's interesting. They only have 3 things you can go after with an air rifle, but one's a woodchuck.
Whistling pig?
Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Yeah.
It's a groundhog.
But you got to, it's between 177 and 22 caliber and capable of doing 750 feet per second with a 7.5 grain or heavier pellet.
Yeah, so yeah, you need to produce at least 14 to 15 foot-pounds of energy.
That's going to be a pretty hefty one.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be a really good shot. I mean, really good.
Connecticut?
Yeah, I would like to see at least for groundhogs, at least something producing at least 30 foot-pounds or higher.
They don't mention the foot-pounds on here. Unfortunately, they should, though, but they don't.
Yeah. Well, small game, you usually don't.
But okay, they got something in Connecticut I've never heard of.
What's that?
A chukar.
You mean chucker?
Chukar. It looks like a quail.
Oh, which state is it?
Connecticut. First thing on the list. It looks like a Bob White.
That's a chucker.
A chukar or a chucker. I have no.
Chucker.
It doesn't say how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's a chicken type.
It looks like a quail.
They're a little bit. They're between a quail and a
Grouse.
They're about grouse size.
Grouse is actually it's a little bigger than a grouse. Grouses are ugly.
Now they're generally let's see, they're just not too much bigger than a fat pigeon, a good sized pigeon. Little tiny bit bigger there, but they're not as big as a regular chicken.
They don't have pigeons on their list. I think does New York have them on their list?
Rock dove.
They don't have them on the list though.
Yeah.
You'd think they would be. But they have starlings, which is really interesting.
Yeah,
they don't have
that's
crow or pigeons.
Yeah, that's because
they have pigeons. They do have pigeons on the list.
Yeah, so you got sparrows, and you have ring-tailed doves, and you have
starlings.
Yeah, starlings are all going to be invasive species.
And they have the woodchuck. How much wood could a woodchuck wood?
About one cord.
And what does he use? He uses his chainsaw. Now, I am going to try to record me hunting squirrels this weekend. Now, the odds of me getting something is probably going to be slim, given the fact of my walking capability and the fact that I'll be with my boy. But I'm going to set him on the other side of the woods where we're at, and we're going to walk towards each other and see what we can get. And hopefully we can scare up at least one or two squirrels. Then we can, skin them out there, then bring them back home and have them pop them in the freezer for later. Oh, man, me.
Yeah, is anybody else exploring this website I put up there?
I have, but you already know that.
Yeah.
I apologize for the mess, love.
Uh-huh.
If you needed water, I could have brought you water.
No, I need to empty this out in fresh water.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, that's their interactive United States air gun hunting laws.
Okay, I'm going to try to find the ones. See, what about California?
Actually, California, I'm surprised, has a long list.
They have a mole on there.
Yeah.
That's the first one I've seen that had moles.
Surprised they don't have gophers on there either.
Let's see. Idaho has got an extremely long list.
Yes.
Longer than Texas, I think. They have their snipes that you mentioned, Cooter. Or was that tracking who said this? That was Magnus. Sorry, Magnus. Okay, what's the difference between a sparrow and an English sparrow?
The coloring on the head.
Okay. Because they got them both listed here. And so basically all sparrows are.
Yeah, well, house sparrow is the one they really do not want.
Well, they got them both listed.
Yeah.
They got small game listed, which is basically covering everything you've already listed. They got marmot.
Yeah, so does Washington State. I'm surprised.
Marmots look like groundhogs to me.
Yeah. I am surprised Washington State has quite a few on there.
Yeah, but not as, it's a big list for Idaho.
I'm sorry, for those blue states, I'm surprised they're actually on there, believe it or not.
Okay, what the heck is a European hare?
A rabbit.
I understand that, but I've never heard of one. Is it like a cross between a jackrabbit and a regular rabbit?
Well, if you look onto it and click onto it, and you
I
can see
did.
the picture. Yeah.
It's got the ears of a jackrabbit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's bigger than an average rabbit. And you got your nutrias, which is basically like a muskrat, sort of. And they got ground squirrels, literally? Wait. Their ground squirrels are just regular squirrels here.
No, there's a difference. Ground squirrels are on the ground.
No.
Squirrels in the
click on the picture in Washington State, ground squirrels, it looks like a regular gray squirrel.
They do.
Here, ground squirrels look like little chipmunks. I would not go after skunk or porcupine, though I have heard porcupine is supposed to taste pretty good, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. I like the idea that, like I said, I still like the idea they put the minimum and maximum on there.
They don't do it on all of them, though.
No.
And Iowa doesn't have, has a small list, but that's because we don't have a lot of. They don't really mention the minimum requirements for feral hogs here, which is kind of crazy.
Well, here we can hunt hogs with tannerite.
We can use tannerite here too. Everybody can just buy it off the shelf here.
Yeah, we can buy it off the shelf here too.
Yeah, but we can buy. They lifted the amount maximum.
Yeah,
you can buy here.
Still follow the rules. You cannot mix it until you're on site.
But you can still buy as much as you want.
Yeah.
There's no upper limit. Now, do you have to qualify why you need it? I don't know. They never said. But they just said that you can.
Just tell them beaver dams and you're okay.
Yep. We're fighting a beaver population.
Yeah, just don't use microwaves or refrigerators.
And don't use black powder. That's just a waste of black powder. Yeah, I'm looking at Iowa, just trying to. It doesn't mention which type of squirrel because we got both gray and red squirrels here, and black. But black is
a type of gray squirrel.
It doesn't. When you look at it, it's not.
Yeah, they're considered a gray squirrel.
Thank you, my love. Now, I like the fact that pheasants are considered small game because pheasants are good eating no matter what.
Yeah.
Now, pheasant is not on the list for air rifles, but squirrels are, and that's all that matters for me right now, and rabbits. Oh, man. Ow. Love, you going to bed?
Yeah.
I'll be into tucking in a bit. Hey, Mac. You look all fluffy. Why are you so fluffed up? So, if anybody's gone hunting yet, let me know. And what the season, opening season up in your area is. Like I said, ours started on the 30th of August. And like I said, the only thing I'm going to be going for is squirrel right now because I wouldn't trust a rabbit right now. It's been too warm.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to catch one that's diseased and waste it.
Now, if we get lucky and have a really good cold snap and a really decent amount of snow at the same time, I will go out the next day, whether I can handle it or not, because that would be the best I can do because the rabbits would not have had a chance to change their fur color yet, and they would stand out like sore thumbs. And if it gets any deep this year, I have snowshoes this year. So, brand new set of snowshoes, which is going to be a whole new way of walking for me. Not that, Jason hasn't had snow. He has
The
a
2
little
inches.
bit. But you still
enough
have
to
it.
yeah, just not enough to use snowshoes.
Not even enough to build a decent snowman, which really sucks. Or even a Quincy. Could you imagine if someone made a Quincy gathering all the snow they could while it was there in Texas? I don't bet there's no other video out there ever of that in Texas.
Ugh.
What? What was that?
I was yawning.
But could you imagine if someone did a Quincy in Texas?
Unknown.
I know. That'd be so funny, though. I mean, it'd be really good, cool information, obviously. But if you could gather enough snow to make a Quincy before it melted, I think it'd be a really cool thing to see, to be honest. Now, right now, the only person who's made one live would be
Now, Cooter, be careful of getting bit by the air bug.
Ian can take his air pistol out, technically.
Oh, it's still
The
not enough.
177,
Still not enough foot pounds.
he's only going after squirrel anyway, and he's got to be within range.
Yeah, if you're sitting down and you got a squirrel 10 feet away, yeah, you can probably get away with it.
And the more you pump it up, the higher poundage it is. Second frost, I go after the first. I trust it here. But it gets really cold here in the wintertime. I will be right back, gentlemen. I have to go tuck my wife in. So you have the con, as the saying goes.
Alrighty.
Feel free to jump on the air gun thing.
Oh, no. Air guns are fun.
No, talk about it more, is what I'm saying.
What's anybody want to know?
Talk about yours.
Yeah, you can actually go to Pyramid Air, start an account, and ask for a catalog, and you'll get a catalog every 3 months. And it has a code on the back for 10% off. It's including the sales items. Now, remember, when you get the pre-charged pneumatics, you're going to need infrastructure for them. You're going to need some kind of a compressor or hand pump, because you do need to get up to at least 3,000 psi or higher. So either you can do a hand pump or you can do a compressor. You also got tanks that you can take with you, and they are repeaters. So we even have full auto too. So in 30 caliber. All kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah. And having air rifles on the shelf is like having a bunch of tools in the toolbox.
Hey, Jason?
Yeah.
Tell them about yours.
Well, I can't show them. I got
No, I said tell them, not show them.
well, I don't know. Like I said, I got, Hot Sun, FX,
The
Crossman.
one you would prefer to hunt with.
Oh, it depends on what I'm hunting.
Okay,
If I'm going
not
squirrel,
rodents.
yeah, if I'm not rodents. Like I said, if I'm going deer, I'll probably get the AEA Challenger out.
But
That was in 45.
to be honest and fair, your rodent guns is your squirrel gun, technically, too.
Yeah.
Because squirrels go under that category, technically.
Oh yeah, like I said, I would probably just, if I was going to do squirrel hunting, I would probably take the FX.
Now, how many pounds is that one? Foot pounds?
38.
And that equivalent to how many feet per second?
That one there is about 800
Okay.
feet per second, and that's with the 22 grain slug. Now, if I get a 22 in the 14 grain, yeah, then I'm pushing like 900, a little over 900 feet per second.
Okay.
So, which is right at that stability for the pellet. I mean, there's so many different pellets now and slugs, and
There's not a lot of people making their own, though.
yeah, there are.
Well, not as much because according to Will, um, which we haven't heard from in Coon's age, that the people don't like because they can't get the balance right or something.
Now, if you have the smelting and the machine to do it, yes, you can. But that's
Well,
going to be a big cost to do.
Our friend Will's out of, I believe, Washington now, Washington, Oregon area. And as we already went through the list, that area has extensive air rifles collections available. Not as much as Florida or Texas, but pretty close.
Actually, there's actually in every state. You got a lot of air gunners in every state.
Oh, I didn't say not air gunners. I'm talking about options for hunting wise.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who shoot just because they like to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Target wise,
It's trigger time.
yeah. There's a lot of leagues out there for that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
As
Actually,
Jason already knows.
Yeah, because let's see, the Pyramid Air Cup is going on right now this weekend. It started today. No, yes, it started today. It will end on Sunday morning.
But the thing is, I'm a firm believer in anything that doesn't need to cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Like my bows doesn't cost anything for me to maintain. I mean, I can make my own arrows. I can make my own bowstrings. And most of my gear will last me a lifetime. With proper maintenance, just like anything else. And each one has its own purpose. This one is multi-purpose because it's my survival bow. I can bow hunt with it. I can bow fish with it. I can use it for defense. And it fits in my backpack. That's one of the better things I like about it. I just got to modify my bag to be more like a quiver with a strap, or I can wear it like a quiver, back quiver. I don't like side quivers. Matter of preference. But if anybody wants to know what kind of ammo I'm planning on taking with me on Sunday, I can tell you if you're interested. But just let me know. Because we can talk about the firearms, we just can't show them. So I'm not sure about rounds, though.
Yeah, I can show rounds.
Can I show rounds? Is the question.
Yeah.
Because I like CCIs. I think they're a good all-around small caliber that it works really well with my Marlin 795.
All right.
I like the hollow points. These are the long rifle ones. I don't do the shorts.
That is a 35 caliber.
Okay, now, how many different types of air rifles that you currently own can that shoot? Shoot that, I mean.
I think 3. Then I have the.
And what caliber is that again?
This one's 35.
Okay, and what's the other one?
That was a 45.
Okay, so you could take down a good deer with that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have a weird question for you, Jason. It's
Mm-hmm.
the 45.
Yes.
Would that round work in a 45 caliber black powder?
More likely, yeah.
It
450.
looks like it might be compatible.
It's just getting it in the muzzle loader. That's the problem.
Well, seating it properly is a thing anyway.
And yeah, it's just getting it seated is going to be the problem.
Right.
You're just better off just putting a round ball in there.
Oh, I understand that. But some people do use slugs. Some people don't. It just depends on the black powder season and what you're allowed to use. Like I said, I don't know much about black powder other than me asking a billion questions. and doing a lot of research. Now, my ideal one would be a left-handed model, but there's no way in the world I would be able to afford one of those because people have made it ineffective for me to purchase one of those. It's just out of my price range. I will be going for about 15 more minutes, folks. Just to let you know, because I'm a little tired. Before we started my live night, we went to the homecoming parade downtown. I did a little bit of walking. But
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Go ahead. What do I hold on to?
Okay. Keith just did a 3. Let me get here. 333 with 5 X's today.
What's that mean? Explain.
All right, so he's doing the long range 100-yard bench rest.
Okay.
Today's gonna be like 75. Tomorrow will be 75 for actually he's qualified today at 75 yards. Tomorrow will be the 100 yards, but you got to qualify. So he got 233.
Oh, you're talking about the competition.
Yeah. So Keith
just competition. Okay.
Yeah, and he got 5 X's, so he got 5 bullseyes, 10 points.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify for people in case they didn't know. That's what I'm assuming. That's what it meant.
Yeah.
But you didn't say that when you mentioned it.
Yeah. So you have 25 targets. You shoot 1 round at that target. Okay. And you got to remember that the X is only a quarter of an inch.
At how far?
At 75 and 100 yards, that is a quarter of an inch for a bullseye.
I can. Here's how accurate that would be, folks. I am the 2019 barebow champion for the Master Senior Division at the Iowa Games with my takedown recurve I just put away, my Samick Sage. And I hit a bullseye at 60 yards. And he's doing it. My target is like that big at 60 yards. When you're shooting at it, it looks like this big, but you know what I mean. But his target is like that big.
Yeah, a quarter of an inch. But the entire circle is 4 inches.
So about that big.
Yeah, and each one is a quarter of an inch in diameter.
Yep.
Each ring.
How many shots per target?
1.
So that's saying something.
You get 25 shots to fill your card. Now, if you can shoot as many times as you want, as in for the side in, which is below that, then there's a line, and if there's you got to have 25 shots on the on your main scoring card. It's pretty cool to go to these competitions. I mean, I'm not as good like these guys are.
No.
Now, the real hard one is next month, and that's going to be the 3rd weekend of October. Is the one in Arizona called the Extreme Bench Rest.
You talked about that one before while you were still living in Arizona.
This has been the one.
Yeah, because I've been to them before, and I'm hoping I get to go next year.
Well, here's the thing. You have to decide what you're paying for, because I know you are planning on the get-together next year.
Yeah.
So which one can you afford to pay for?
Both. Yeah,
I don't know if I will be able to make the Oklahoma get together, but that is a long drive for me. And I have asked about bow fishing there, I believe.
Oh, and Giles is in the Pyramid Air Cup this year, so he's gonna be here for a month. Because I know he always goes down to Bench Rest, EBR, in Arizona.
You should see Mac here. He's every time I put one of my bows back in the case, he's touching the case, make sure it's there. He goes over there, pats it, and looks at it.
Looks like Buck Rail made it up there too.
This is what my 65-pound U recurve looks like. Look at the wood grain on that one, Jason.
Yeah,
Is that not pretty?
it is.
My friend did an amazing job. This is not the proper bowstring for it. This is a temp bowstring I did for cosplay only because I didn't want to string it. But it looks really cool. I will say this. But I have to get some more material, bowstring material, before I can make a bowstring for it. The one bow I will not hunt with will be my 100-pounder, because, to be honest, I'm afraid to. Is it good for target shooting at least once or twice at a demo? You better believe it. But any more than that, I don't think I could hunt with it.
Steve made it up there too, honey.
Hey, CR.
Mr. Chalet.
I like CR's last short.
Oh,
CR, I'm only going to be up for like maybe about a little bit longer, for like a quarter till.
yeah. Molly says she likes. She likes CR's last short.
I missed it. What was it?
It was water.
Water.
Oh. Oh. I know I talked about this on your channel yesterday a little bit, Jason.
Yeah.
My Water Basics water filtered bottle.
Yeah.
By Aquamira. It comes with a spare filter, can filter up to 240 gallons of water.
Well, that's quite a bit.
That is it's not a hard plastic. You can squeeze it. I don't know what the flow rate is. I'd have to look at it. Oh, okay. And it's one of those, you got to bite on it and suck on it type situations. But for $5 for a one that kills viruses, that's a good deal. I'm thinking about picking up. There was 2 more of these at the Goodwill, still in the boxes, still bagged up. I'm considering picking up just because they're good backups. What do you think?
Sure.
For $5, can't. I mean, I'm not sure how much they normally cost, but
Yeah.
I don't have where's the box? Oh, here's the box. Okay. Water Basics. So let me see how much they normally cost.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who else is at the competition. Let's see, Airgun Nation Forum is there.
Holy freaking cow.
But
these averagely go for $39 a piece. I got it for $5. And it comes with a spare filter and a spare seal.
That's good.
So I get 3 of those. I'm saving a ton, like $120 average. Or so, okay, 120, not including shipping. I'm probably saving about $105. What do you think? Would that be worth keeping on in hand? I think so.
They might.
It might be even cheaper than $5, but that's what they charged me yesterday. But the fact is, I was thinking about putting one of those into the giveaway bug out bag because I didn't have any water filtration in there. But for $5, I think I can afford it. What's your guys' opinion? Worth it? Not worth it? Good idea? Bad?
It's a good idea, bad idea.
Well, if I can get all 3 of them, if they're still there, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, allocating less, I don't understand. Getting more, I understand. but they look a lot like the Sawyer Minis, sort of, after a fashion. That's all I would say. And they come with extra straws and stuff like that too. So that's a good bonus too. But it covers 100% of the viruses and all that stuff too. Which is really freaky. Oh, there it is. Removal, 99, and all this other stuff. Now, it doesn't do anything about heavy metals, but does help with chlorine, chemicals, and other tastes and odors. Meets or exceeds ANSI, NSF 42, whatever that means. But it does filter 120 gallons. So if I can get them all, I think that's going to be worth it. I don't know. Let me double check. It's an Aqua Mira filter. I am not seeing carbon, anything that lists carbon. It might be a hollow tube type. It doesn't specify, but it does have virus protection. But like I said, for the price I paid for it, it's well worth the money. Because these are going for $49 a piece. I will forward you guys the link if you're interested. Only if you're interested. But I'm only going to be up here for a couple more minutes because I'm mostly tired. That's all. But here's the link. I've looked at the box, looked at the bags. It doesn't specify. Features a replaceable series red line filter, extra included, patented leak-proof bite valve, dust cap keeps valve clean, BPA-free soft squeezable LDPE bottle, but it doesn't say. Okay, here it is. It's a 500 milliliter flow rate per minute. Operating temperatures 35 to 120, so don't let it freeze. Operating pressure up to 3 psi. Use your best clean water source available as per usual. But it doesn't specify what it's in it, how it's made or anything. The website might say something else, but I don't know. It does have a little maintenance thing on the box as well. So there's that. Yes. Let me use the one out of the bottle. I can show you. There's the one that was in the thing. Yes, it's got threads. It threads right into here. Like that. But that's basically it. It does, like I said, it doesn't explain what it is. It's just that it's a Series 2 water filter. It's made in North Logan, Utah, by Aqua Mira. So it's even showing the little arrows, which way the flow rate is, and all this other stuff. I even like the color. There's water only, no flavored drinks, no hot drinks, do not freeze. So I'm assuming it's probably a hollow carbon, the tubing type, like a Sawyer is. But it is now 9:46. I am a little over my time. Unless anybody else has anything else that you want to ask questions about the filter or anything else, I'm going to be running it down because I'm a little tired. You may not look it, but my eyes are extremely tired right now. And I have not gotten used to doing a lot of lives at night yet. This is like the second or third time I've done it at night, other than showing up on his and Cliff's lives. But thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. I love you all. And definitely thank my co-host over here, Jason. Thank you and Molly for being here. Really appreciate it. So I'm going to say goodnight to CR, Cooter, Magnus, Jarrett, Bruno, Plants Pal, and Rip Curl was here. Thank you, Rip. I didn't know you were here. I would have said hi. I apologize. Good night, and I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.